Hello guys, KaiZerZan here back with another video. Today's video I've got something interesting for you. I'm in the Russian Tier 7 premium battleship, the Lenin. I'm in a division here with a black and Belfast 43. And yeah, it's on the map Sea of Fortune, and we are on the southern spawn on B spawn, and it's a domination game mode. Alright, so before we go any further, I'd just like to quickly point out the commander and modules that I'm using on the Lenin here. I'm using Mikhail Kedrov, inspired by Andrew Cunningham and Scharnhorst, to make these guns as accurate as possible, while also getting some survivability and healing from these Russian battleships with that extra few heals. Alright, and for modules I'm running aiming systems mod 1, propulsion, concealment, and of course main battery mod 4. Main battery mod in the 4th slot. Alright, so yeah, first up here, into the match, let's quickly take aim here at the Bayard. Bayard is one of the new French cruisers that were added as a Tier 7 premium, and unfortunately I was not angled enough there and I got slapped. But yeah, we just deleted the Bayard straight off the bat there, and yeah, Bayard is off the map. Dev strike, first blood, and we took off 34,700 straight off the Bayard there. Very, very nice. Alright, so yeah, I cut off the first few minutes here of the match just to save a little bit of time. I don't want you guys to watch me sail into position. I just want to let you guys see the action, and we started off with a banger, eh? Now look at that beautiful dispersion there. It's a shame the lightning started moving when he did, but otherwise he would have been in deep trouble. Yeah, so we're up against a John Bart here, and I believe in Massachusetts, so we've got to be careful here that our angle is not too much, so that we get too much of our broadside off for the enemy ships to be shooting at us. So we need to be very careful here. I see it's a double John Bart, and I believe there will be a Massachusetts division as well coming this way later on as well. Alright, so yeah. The Lenin features 9 406mm guns, Russian ballistics, flat arcs with high velocity, very, very nice guns here on the Lenin, same as on the Vladivostok, I believe. And yeah, the Lenin is configured the same as the Nelson. It's got 3 turrets all in the front, and then the second turret is lifted up. So to get off all 3 guns, you need to be either broadside like I am here, or you need to be slightly angled to the side. Otherwise, your third turret won't be able to fire because it's being blocked by the second turret. So that's always something to keep in mind when you're playing something like a Lenin or a Nelson, especially the Nelson as well. When you're showing all 3 guns on target, it means you're most likely not showing enough, not angled enough, and showing too much of your broadside. So you need to be careful there. And I also need to keep that in mind for this match. Alright, so yeah, we lost half our hit points in the first 3 minutes there, and yeah, now we're just sailing around. Luckily, my division mate in the USS Black dropped the smoke screen, so I am very happy about that. I can make my full turn in here and start in a flanking position to try and get these John Barts to make some mistakes and force them in. There's a Massachusetts B that we're going to face later on as well. Yeah, so we want these John Barts to make a mistake, and then hopefully we can punish them and make them regret some of their choices. Alright, so we're up to 39,000 damage so far. That's not bad. And that John Bart looks like he's flooding. He's burning, is he? Oh, he's using Wiltshire build, I believe. Yeah, it's quite a rough one getting off that Wiltshire build. As you guys can see, the one weakness of the Lenin is the turrets. Same as the Vladivostok, they are pretty weak, and if you know where to aim, you can incapacitate them pretty easily without too much trouble. And yeah, that's one of the big weaknesses of these Russian battleships, are the turrets. The guns are great at close range, very good accuracy and dispersion. At long range, they're a bit wonky. Trust me, it's very difficult to hit something at long range with these Russian battleships, especially in the Vladivostok. But yeah, the turrets are very weak. So just a tip here, guys: if you're facing a Lenin or a Vladivostok, try and aim for the turrets. See if you can incapacitate them, because I lose a lot more turrets on the Lenin than I do on the Vladivostok, and the Vladivostok loses a lot of turrets just in general. So yeah, the Lenin has got very squishy turrets, almost as squishy as a John Bart, I would say. I don't have that ship, but from what I've seen, the John Bart is also a very squishy turret front plating there. Alright, so yeah, back to the match here. Lightning. We see the lightning that we wanted to hit there. Unfortunately, he, well, will we be able to hit him from this angle? Here I'm trying to sneak a peek at him, and unfortunately he disappears there before he could do much, but luckily our Richelieu manages to finish off the lightning there. Very, very nice. Alright, so we loaded HE for these bow-in battleships, but unfortunately my shells hit the island, so I don't think I'll land anything on the Alabama there. No. Yeah, the Alpha team has started reversing drastically, so they are retreating, and our enemy team that we're facing is pushing on Alpha. So they've got a very nice cap control now, 2-0. We don't have a cap yet, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to turn this around pretty quickly. Alright, so now we do see this John Bar turning in, and I do know French battleships really like to burn. As you guys can see there, we managed to set a fire on the John Bart, which will burn for a little bit of time here, and hopefully we can get some fire damage ticking. Alright, so here I decide to make the dash towards the right hand side of this island to try and get around it, so I can catch these battleships, bow into the rest of my team, and then I can get their broadsides, which is exactly what I'm hoping for would happen, and we'll see how far we can get. I am plane spotted here, so they all know exactly what I'm. If they were paying attention, they knew I was on this side of the island pushing. So yeah, we'll just have to find out if they angled in beforehand, or are they just still in the same position they was previously. So first up here we have the Massachusetts B. Pretty healthy battleship, so we need to be careful here that we don't show too much angle. He's just fired his guns, and if his turrets are not pointing this way, so we are clear to pop around this corner and engage. It's rather, he speeds up though, which is a good thing for him, and the John Bart is reversing, so we need to be careful here. Here I could have shot my first guns already, but I didn't want to take any chances that I might hit the island and lose some shells on the island rock there. I'd rather make sure that my turrets and guns can clear, and then I'll fire my salvo. Alright, very nice. 15k there on the John Bart. I think he is aware of our presence now, but this Massachusetts B definitely knows we're here. So yeah, now we're pushing up, and it's an Alabama and a Massachusetts that we got to deal with. Alabama is looking this way, so now we got to be very careful. Alright. So here I am only have 2 guns on target, which means to me at least I'm angled enough to not let a Citadel off on me. So hopefully we will be able to bow tank that salvo, and we did there. Perfectly reflected all of his shells, Alabama, and now we can try and kill him. Alright. So sorry, 1 heal left, and we need to be very careful about when we want to use it, because we need to have it on its full capacity for healing, so we can't pop it now. And here I decide to. I should have aimed a little higher there, not gonna lie. Maybe I could have killed Alabama there in one go, but he is getting will to build from the Massachusetts. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Yeah, we want to get the Alabama off first, because he's the one that's looking at us, so we need to be careful here. And finally we managed to pop our last heal, and yeah, there goes the Massachusetts B. My division mate in the USS Black manages to finish off the Massachusetts B there with torpedoes. Fantastic. And I believe the Alabama will be going down here shortly. Yes, my division mate just gunned them down. Why not? Very, very nice. Now it's a 4v3 fight here. We just got the B cap secure thanks to my division mate in the Belfast. And now we can push to try. Oh, we just lost our ship. Yeah, so now it's a 3v3 fight. We're up to 1 kill and 104,000 damage, so not a bad match so far. We took a lot of fire damage and a lot of hits on our broadside at the start there, so we are pretty low on hit points, and we already used all of our heals. So now we need to be very careful that we don't concede too much of our hit points here, trying to finish off the 2 cruisers and the remaining battleship here. But hopefully we will be able to cap Charlie before we get reset here, and then we have a 2 cap to 1 advantage. Alright, so yes, my division mate in the Belfast I believe is pretty low, so he asked me to push in first so I can bow tank and tank for the team. And we see it's a Kutuzov, and a Targo, and a Brandenburg. Now the Brandenburg could be a very big problem. Yeah, Brandenburg with torpedoes, if he pushes in and he's around the corner, we're in some trouble, and hopefully we will be able to deal with him. But first off here, the Kutuzov pops around the corner, so we decide to instantly beach on this island, so we don't overextend ourselves. Alright, Kutuzov there is getting the full force of all three of my guns, and boom, Citadel, and there goes the Kutuzov. Fantastic, very, very nice. Now it's a 3v2 fight. So, I can put out this fire. I do have 2 damage cons left, and the short reloading damage cons are the one key feature of the Russian the Russian battleships in this game. Is limited damage cons, but they do reload very quickly. So now we just need to worry about where the Brandenburg might be, and the Otago as well. So yeah, now we did see that the Brandenburg was a little out of position the last time he was spotted, so I presume it's going to take him a while before he pops up. So my division mate in the USS Black decided to push out and try and spot the cruiser and the Otago, and he popped up right here next to him. Luckily, my division mate did not get spotted, so he's all safe for now. And now I'm just waiting patiently for this Otago to make a move. It looks like he's kiting around the southern island there. If you look on the minimap there, he's turning the way he's turning. Here come the Otago torpedoes. And now we do get plane spotted, presumably by the Otago. So, yeah, he knows where we are now. But we're just going to hug this island, defend the Bravo and Charlie Cap as best as we can. No need to try and win harder or try and throw away the match here. Just play it safe, play the smart thing, and just try and survive for as long as possible. Alright, so we see the Brandenburg there is about a quarter of his hit points left. Looks like he's going broadside, but we will stay angled. We will not force our third turret to get into play here. We don't want to concede any of our hit points here. We want to be as tanky as possible. So here I'm just accelerating and slowing down a little to give the Brandenburg some hope that I'm going to try and rush him. But I will not rush him. I know he's got torpedoes and I don't have torpedoes, so that's not a good fight for me to take. And I just want to make sure that the Otago can also not hit me. So I'm just parking here and beaching on this rock and waiting for the Brandenburg to hopefully die, and my division mate in the Belfast gets him with a fire, I believe. Very nice. And now we see the Otago is pushing into Charlie, so we know he's pretty close. So now I'm just turning my turrets and reversing. He's the last ship left, and oh, he's broadside. That's very, very nice. So yeah, now we got the opportunity to shoot him. Here I'm angling my stern towards the right hand side, so I'm more or less slightly bow into the Otago, just so I use the island as a maximum protection from his torpedoes, because I presume at that angle he will shoot torpedoes at us. And yeah, now all 3 our turrets are ready. We take aim at him. We know he's going to turn out a little, so we take aim at him there, compensate for that, and it's a very nice hit there. And now we just got to wait for the next reload, and hopefully we'll be able to finish him off. Nice. So yeah, 141,000 damage, pretty decent game in the Lenin here. A bit of a tank, I'm not gonna lie. The Lenin bow in is almost impossible to kill, but I know of its weak spots because I've played it a little bit, and I've tried to kill a few Lenins in my past and succeeded. So you just gotta be very careful about where you aim. And yeah, very nice salvo there, nice shell grouping on the Otago, and that finishes off the Otago. And that brings us to the end of this battle on Sea of Fortune. Alright, so let's quickly see what we managed to pull off here and the results for our team. We managed to finish off the match there on 162,000 damage, fireproof, dreadnought, first blood, high caliber, and 2 dev strikes, and a base XP of 3,433 for a great game in the Lenin. And huge shout out to my 2 division mates in the Belfast 43 and the USS Black. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video in the Lenin. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.